The Amazon Echo is getting a new voice assistant. I'm not talking about Alexa. It's a voice assistant made by Disney to do Disney things. And it's coming to Disney hotel rooms. And if you want it for your home, you have to pay extra for it. It's called Hey Disney. It's kind of wacky, but I can break it down for you. So Disney and Amazon, two giant corporations that seem to get all of my money, have now joined together to make a Disney version of a voice assistant that can coexist alongside Alexa on Echo devices. So the idea is that if you download this extra Disney assistant, there's going to be two wake phrases to summon either assistant at any time. You could say either Alexa or say, Hey Disney, and each have different voices and do different tasks, but both would be active at the same time on one Echo device. This is new territory to have two assistants at once on an Echo. It's a first for Amazon, and there are different layers to how it's going to work depending on if you're using it at home on your Echo or at a Disney hotel. Over the next year, sometime in 2022, Disney will be installing Echo Show 5 devices in its hotel rooms at the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. So all hotel guests will be able to use Hey Disney in their rooms. And anyone with an Echo at home will also be able to try it out. In fact, if a Disney assistant isn't enough Disney for you at home, there is a $25 stand that puts Mickey Mouse ears on the Echo Show 5. But about that Hey Disney assistant voice, it's not going to come free. It'll be available for purchase to download from the Alexa Skills Store sometime next year. Disney isn't saying the price yet. So why would you pay for a Disney assistant? Let's get into all the things it does. Hey Disney is a male voice. It is being referred to as a guide, the Disney magical companion. And it's got its own personality, so it's not going to answer things the same way Alexa might. And it comes with a bunch of different entertainment. There's jokes, trivia, sounds, games, and stories. It's featuring characters from not just the Disney animated movies, but also Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars. So the idea here is not that you're using Hey Disney to do normal Alexa things like turn off the lights or Hey Disney, put toilet paper in my shopping cart. Nah, this is about having fun with entertainment, and kids could have fun interacting with some Disney character voices. For example, there are interactive games that feature Mickey Mouse and Dory from Finding Nemo and Olaf from Frozen. You could also get a personalized greeting from a Disney character. If you have an Echo device with a screen, you're going to see custom animations and little visual goodies to match the audio. There will be sing-alongs, bedtime stories. There's also something called Soundscapes. Now, this could be neat. You can listen to sounds from an environment that's inspired from a film or even from a theme park. So, what if you wanted to hear the sound of the ocean waves on Moana's beach? Or maybe you want to hear the sounds of the birds chirping at Snow White's forest cottage. Well, maybe that's possible. I don't know what it's going to offer, but we have seen Disney do similar things on Disney Plus. There is something called Zenimation. You can also listen to the crackling of a Yule log at Arendelle. Or you can play 3 hours of water sounds as Dory and Nemo swim around in Dory's Reef Cam. Soundscapes of the Disney parks have me thinking it would be pretty cool, maybe a little therapeutic. I mean, I am a Disney nerd, so maybe I'm weird for thinking that that's therapeutic, but hear me out. What if they had the sound of the horses trotting on the cobblestone and the trolleys ringing at Magic Kingdom's Main Street with the steam train pulling up nearby? Or maybe just the sound of hundreds of strollers rolling by with cranky children whining about their desires for Mickey-headed ice cream sticks. It could really transport you. All right, I joke. But the Hey Disney is about giving you access to unique content to get you in the Disney mood or just entertain the kids with being able to interact with characters. The assistant also has a way of doing some normal tasks, like you can use Hey Disney to set a timer or an alarm, and you can ask Hey Disney to check the weather or the time, and you probably get an answer in a Disney sort of way. But you must be wondering, if Disney has an Amazon voice, that must mean you can buy things. Nope. Disney says this does not support making purchases. Alexa still will be handling that stuff. I've been told there are Easter eggs and little quirky moments you may discover depending on what you ask Hey Disney, so we won't know everything that's hidden until it lands next year. But with how much Disney content there is, I'm sure there's loads of things you can ask it. Like, hey Disney, how do you get to Neverland? Or, hey Disney, what's the recipe for ratatouille? Or, hey Disney, who shot first? We want answers. Now let's get into the hotel rooms, because using Hey Disney at the resort has some extra magic, you might say. It can help with hotel stuff, like you can ask it to have someone bring you more towels to your room, or if you forgot your toothbrush, it's gonna help with that normal complimentary stuff, and it's also gonna help with other vacation-related questions that you may need to know when you're in your room. Things like, when's the next bus to Epcot? Where can I get good Italian food? When is the 3 o'clock parade? Things like that. As I mentioned at the top, the resort rooms are getting Echo Show 5 devices, and there are over 30,000 hotel rooms at Walt Disney World. So that's a lot of Amazon everywhere. But it will be a modified version of the Echo. For privacy, the camera and the calling features are gonna be off, and there's no logging in with your personal Amazon account. It's really just for Hey Disney. The Alexa voice does work, it's gonna be in the device. She's just a little more limited. You can use Alexa to do things like hear the news or play music. And when you enter the room, the smart speakers are inactive and muted. You have to opt in to enable the speaker. Oh, and here's an important point. The hotel version, it's not supporting purchases. You can't buy stuff on it, because can you imagine if you let kids get a hold of that, you're gonna get pizza and candy baskets delivered to your hotel room like some sort of Home Alone 2 fantasy, and a nightmare for parents. Now Disney says the Echo in their hotel rooms is not going to have smart home controls. So it's not for controlling the lights or turning on your TV or setting the temperature. At least not now. But who's to say they couldn't make future hotels more smart and control more things with your voice? Through all this, I just keep wondering, what about that Star Wars hotel, the Galactic Star Cruiser? It's not open yet. But this whole thing has me thinking about what is the next step that Disney's going to take to expand voice tech to make make-believe more fun. Disney is not the first to put Amazon Echoes in hotel rooms. Disney is just joining in on a program that's been out since 2018. It's called Alexa for Hospitality, and it lets hotels pick and choose what they want the assistant to control. And voice recordings are not saved for guest privacy. Maybe you've come across it already at a Marriott hotel. Earlier this year, the Legoland Resort in Florida put Echo Dots inside their Pirate Island hotel, and guests use their voice to play a Legoland-themed radio station or get a pirate-narrated bedtime story or pirate jokes or start an in-room treasure hunt. The Echo Dots have a little note that says, "Ahoy matey, I'm Alexa." But Disney, of course, does everything in its own way, which is why it made a separate Hey Disney experience. And you may see other companies do this soon. Amazon has a new program called Alexa Custom Assistant, and it lets companies make their own assistants tailored to a brand personality or a special customer need. But behind the scenes, the voice recognition and the AI tech, it's all from Amazon. Some automakers have been looking into using this, so when you get in your car, you can have special voice controls that are just tailored to commands for your particular vehicle on top of the normal Alexa voice commands. But Disney is the first to make its own assistant. So maybe as the years go on, we're gonna be talking to a few branded assistants on Amazon devices, but we're only at the real early stages here. So how does this help Disney now to have all this technology in the room? Well, for the hotel at least, the back-end work is gonna be smoother when you have Alexa handling the automation of letting the team know who needs more towels and who needs baggage help, compared to having someone man the phone lines for requests. And now guests don't have to pick up the phone, so that's also a plus for saving time. Disney could in the future add more features to this assistant. It all just depends on how guests respond. So, what are your first thoughts about a Disney voice assistant at home and at hotels? Would you use it? What would you want it to do? Or what would you want it to sound like? And if it's at home, I wonder how much folks are willing to pay for it. Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. You know, with this being a Disney report, I just had the urge to break out in song and sing about the news. It's a whole new assistant, a new fantastic voice to talk to. Is it Alexa? No, it's in your Echo, and it answers to Hey Disney. A whole new voice, it's a man's voice, a downloaded skill I never knew. Disney's characters appear and will sound crystal clear with jokes and greetings for you. Should I keep going? Unbelievable deals. No, it's not about shopping because that would be cringy, unlike my singing. It's not cringy at all.